Graduation ceremony of the Auckland University of Technology for the Faculty of Design and Creative Technologies is about to commence. Please now switch off your mobile phone for the duration of the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and staff, we are about to welcome our graduands into the auditorium. I request that you stand and remain so until the stage party sits. Please be seated.
Ti hei mauri ora. E ngā mana i ngā reo, e ngā mātā wako te mutu, nau mai, piki mai, hara mai. Hara mai ki rungi i te kaupapa whakahirehira o tēnei rā, te whakapōtaitanga o nā akonga, o te whare wānanga aronui o tāmaki makaurau. E ngā whānau ngā akonga, ka nui te hari, ka nui te kōkea ki te a koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Mauria mai o koutou mate, haere ngā mate, haere, haere, moi mai rā. Te hunga mate ki te hunga mate, te hunga ora ki te hunga ora. E ngā kaikāranga, tēnā kōru. E ngā manuhiri tuārangi, tēnā koutou. E te manukura, tēnā kō. Tēnā koutou nā konga o te whare wānanga. Kua eke koutou ki te taumata o te mātauranga. Ka nui te mihi ki a koutou katoa. Nō reira, e ngā rangatira, e ngā koraua, e ngā kuia, e ngā mātua, e ngā whāia, e aku hoa mahi. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, o tira tēnā tātou katoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Rob Allen, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of the Auckland University of Technology.
Ina akonga, ina manuhiri, ina whānau, tēnā koutou katoa. Ko aho te manakura hapai i te wananga nei, e mihi ana, no reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Chancellor, Student President, distinguished guest, professors, officials and staff of the university, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly our graduates, welcome. I've just welcomed you to this ceremony in 3 languages. 2 of them are the legally official languages in New Zealand, but I suspect many of you will be surprised to discover that the 2 official languages are Te Reo Māori and New Zealand Sign Language. It's not a well-known fact that the most used language, English, isn't technically an official language of this country. But of course at AUT, where we have people from nearly 90 different countries, there are many more languages I could be using to welcome you. Just amongst our close Pacific neighbours, I could have said Talofa Lava, Kia Orana, Nisabula Vinaka, Whaka Alofa Lahi Atu, or Malo Ilele. I could have gone across the Pacific to Asia and said Ni Hao, Selamat, Konnichiwa, Namaste, or I would have gone to Europe and said Guten Tag, Bonjour. I could go on. In an AUT graduation ceremony, a greeting in any of these languages would speak to one or more of our graduates. AUT may be a university in the city of Auckland, but it's a microcosm of the global world we live in. Indeed, if you think about it, a university like AUT is a microcosm of society. It's like a town. We have nearly 30,000 staff and students. It's bigger in population terms than Taupo or the Cook Islands. It's about the same size as Timaru. It's a bit smaller than Blenheim. And in our town, we have the same wide range of people, variety of activities, and also, of course, problems. We are, of course, different in some ways. We have more highly educated people, more women, more diversity, but less crime and violence, less illness, and less poverty. However, there's nothing that might be going on, good or bad, in Timaru, Taupo or Blenheim that doesn't at some time happen at AUT or indeed any other university. But we do, of course, have one thing that towns don't have. Almost all of us, whether we're staff or students, are here for the same purpose: the pursuit of education, the reward of qualifications, the opportunities that universities provide for us. And graduation events are what bring us all together to celebrate that fact. I'm particularly pleased this year that we have a particular celebration because we have our first graduates from our Manukau campus this year. Now, graduation ceremonies are important, but they are rather strange events. You only have to look at the curious garments that many of us are wearing, the hats and the gowns. People often ask whether I don't get bored with all the ceremonies I've been to. And this week I have 5, and in my career I've been to well over 150. While most people think they're a good idea and they're worthwhile, they're important, the idea of sitting in a hall clapping and listening to speeches doesn't always appeal to everyone. But graduation ceremonies are never just one thing. Each one's different, and they're never just about clapping and speeches. On the day, there is always something happening. I've seen people come across the stage and hug the Vice-Chancellor, ignore the Vice-Chancellor, and in one horrible case, verbally abuse the Vice-Chancellor because of the low grades the student had received. I've seen people crying, jumping, shouting, singing, waving, even somersaulting. And here at AUT, I think possibly on this stage, we even had a marriage proposal. So graduation ceremonies take many forms and are very different. What they all do, however, is to demonstrate and applaud the success of the individuals, the supporters, and the university. And talking of applause, some words to friends, family, and supporters. Even though this is a very formal ceremony in appearance, when the time comes and your graduate walks across the stage, please don't feel you must suppress your exuberance. Enthusiastic and joyous contributions from the audience are welcomed. Clapping, cheering, whistling, calling, and other traditional acknowledgements are all very appropriate, so don't hold back. Finally, to the graduates themselves. In a short while, you will have joined the company of the graduates of AUT. You'll bear the AUT name on your CV and on the qualification that you hang on the wall at home or in the office. You'll become an important part of the reputation of this university. People will judge our performance, its quality, its relevance, the contribution it makes to society by what you do, what you say, by the proficiency and judgment that you display. I can say now that from what we've learned about you during your time with us, we know you will do us proud. So I hope you enjoy your graduation ceremony. In the US, such ceremonies are often called commencement ceremonies because they aren't the end, they are the beginning. So today is for you also the start. The passport you now have, the qualification, means you can go where you wish, not where you were told. Who knows where in 10, 20, 30, 40 years you will have arrived. But meanwhile, keep learning, keep succeeding, make a difference, and most importantly, enjoy yourself and live well. Kia kaha, kia maia, kia manuanui, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I would now like to introduce, with great pleasure, our guest speaker for the day, Dr. Diane McCarthy. Dr. McCarthy is Chief Executive of the Royal Society of New Zealand, and the National Academy which promotes, invests in, and celebrates excellence in the sciences, technology, and the humanities. She's held that position since May 2007. Prior to that, she was a professor, pro-vice-chancellor, and associate dean of the faculties of science and medical and health sciences at the University of Auckland. She has a degree in pure and applied mathematics, experimental psychology, and music. She's had a long career as an academic and has extensive experience in governance and management in the tertiary sector. She's a recipient of a number of research awards as well as a Distinguished Teaching Award. In 2008, she was made an Officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit for her services to education. Her contributions to the broader science community in New Zealand include a 6-year directorship of the Crown Research Institute Agri-Research, a 4-year term on the Council of the Royal Society of New Zealand, and for the past 16 years, she has served on the board of the Deafness Research Foundation and chaired its scientific committee. She is a member of the advisory board of the Auckland-based Brain Research Centre and a director of the Cawthron Institute. She was an inaugural member of the steering group for New Zealand Women in Leadership Programme 2006. In 2010, she was the winner of the Outstanding Business Citizenship Award at the HER Wellington Business Women of the Year Awards. So it's with very great pleasure I now invite Diane to speak.
Acting Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, members of Council, staff, distinguished guests, and most importantly of all, you, the graduands, and your families who have joined you today. Kia ora, tēnā koutou katoa. It's a huge privilege to have been invited to address you all on such a special day. Graduands, I extend to each and every one of you my very warmest congratulations on your achievements. You have worked long and hard for this day, and I'm sure many of you have made huge sacrifices to reach this defining moment in your lives. I'm also sure that some of you, from time to time, have wondered if you would ever actually make it to this point. Well, you have, and enjoy every single moment of it, for you have certainly deserved it. However, I hope you will pause during your celebrations and reflect on the many people, whānau, families, friends, lecturers, research supervisors who have assisted you along the journey and to have come to share your celebrations today. They too have made some sacrifices and done much to support you through your studies. So I really hope you will take a little bit of time out today to thank them. Today, you will graduate from the Auckland University of Technology, and you can be immensely proud to count yourselves amongst its alumni. If I can leave you with one key message today, that you will remember long after the celebrations are over, it is that you stay connected with the university and its alumni network, and you keep its proud tradition alive as you move forward into the future. You are very fortunate indeed to have had a quality education at this university, an education that has provided you with the tools to think broadly and critically, to understand what numbers mean and don't mean, to sift ideas and information, to understand and appreciate the lessons of history, and to make wise and informed judgments. You will need all of these skills and more as we collectively face the challenges of the future. The 20th and 21st centuries have seen an unprecedented rate of development of scientific knowledge and technological application. The pace of